Hi everybody, welcome. This Sunday is Mother's Day, so we're going to make a very special present for the important women in our lives. We're going to make a bouquet of flowers out of tissue paper and pipe cleaners. For this project, we're going to need tissue paper, pipe cleaners, a plastic cup, and a pair of scissors. Now, just because we're not going to be with the special women in our lives this Sunday does not mean that we cannot make the project and give us them afterwards. So, go get your art supplies, come back, and get ready to make a beautiful Mother's Day gift for your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your sister, or any other special woman in your life. We're going to take 3 pieces of tissue paper. I have different shades of purples and pinks. And we're going to try to cut them into a square. Doesn't have to be perfect. We just don't want the edge, like over here, we don't want the edges to be a little off-sided. So we're going to cut as straight a line as you can. I'm not a very good cutter, but that's okay. And we're not going to throw out the scraps. We're going to actually keep these scraps for later. And so put that on the side. But right now we're going to focus on our tissue paper. So now that we have a somewhat square rectangular shape, we're going to fold accordion style. About 1 inch up, and then we're going to turn it around. And the same size. And then we're going to turn it around again. And you'll see here it's not exactly even, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want it to look nice, and it's going to. We're going to keep turning it over and folding until we get to the end of the tissue paper, like that. Now, once we get to the end, we're going to take it in our hands, and we're going to fold it along the middle, so this way we can find where the middle is. So just fold it, give it a nice little crease. And then we're going to take our pipe cleaner. I'm using green because stems are usually green, but you can use whatever color you want. And we're going to put it right to the middle where we just creased. We want it to come out a little more, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over, and we want there to be enough space where we can twist it. So right now we have it twisted and it holds in place. Now we're going to take our scissors and very carefully we're going to cut along the edges in a circular motion to give it that flowery feel. Again, don't throw these scraps out. We are going to use them later. So now we are going to take our petals, which is what they're going to look like in a few minutes, and we're just going to fluff them out. So now it's a very flat flower. We want to make it pop and be more 3D. So how do we do that? So there's 3 layers here, and we're very carefully going to take the first layer of tissue paper and we're going to separate very carefully. Try not to rip it. Tissue paper is very delicate, so if it rips, that's okay. But just try not to rip it for the next one. We're going to, again, and we have our first layer. So we can fluff that out a little, but not too much. We don't want to put too many creases in. We're just going to fluff it. And then we're going to repeat. We're going to do it again. And the last layer. Last layer is easy. We just kind of fluff it up. And we have flower number 1. You can either leave the stem long, you can fold it short, you can cut it, whatever you want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a vase out of a cup. So I'm going to make it stick out of the cup, and we're going to do different layers. So for this one, I'm not going to cut it, I'm just going to fold it, because this way, afterwards, if it's not the length I like, I can always come back and untwist it. And we're just going to leave that in the cup. Now, when we give this to our moms or any woman in our life that we're celebrating this Mother's Day, we're not just going to make one flower, we should make a couple, maybe 2, 3, 4, to make it a nice bouquet, and switch it up, do different colors, maybe pick their favorite colors, maybe pick your favorite colors. You can even take the pipe cleaners and twist and make 2 different color pipe cleaners if you just twist it, just to give it a little bit more color. Okay, and we're going to make another flower. Now there are a few different ways you can make flowers. The way I'm showing you is what I think is the easiest. You can always do different shapes and different sizes. You can make some big, some small. It's up to you. Whatever you do, it will look nice. Remember, we're going to keep the scraps for later. And let's make another flower. So, we're going to go up, turn over, and go up, turn it over, and up. We're going to fold. We're going to take our pipe cleaner. I'm using my double color pipe cleaner of pink and green. And we're going to twist it over. And then we're going to twist it on the bottom to make a nice stem. Now be careful because pipe cleaners are a little sharp, so you want to make sure that you don't touch the sharp part. We're going to cut the ends and make it into circles. And we're going to do that again. And remember, we're going to keep the scraps for later. And now we're going to open up our petals and fluff out each petal. So we're going to take our orange layer and we're going to fluff it out. Again, we're going to try to not rip the paper. And once we have the inner layer fluffed out, we can shape it however we want. We can leave it. You know, flowers come in all different shapes and sizes and colors. There are many different types of flowers. There's no such thing as messing up in this project because it will look beautiful no matter what you do. And if you're having trouble, that's okay, because everyone's here to help and you can just ask for help. And we have another flower. And we're going to put that in our vase. Now, remember I told you to keep the scraps? So what are we going to do with the scraps? Since my cup is clear, I'm just going to fill in the cup and put in the scraps and make it look pretty and colorful. You don't have to do this. This is up to you. And you're going to make as many flowers as you want, as many sizes and shapes as you want. And then put them in your cup and make a bouquet. And ta-da! And look how beautiful that is. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to send pictures of you doing your art project. Happy Mother's Day!